RB is driving, so let's just hope he doesn't crash. Oh my god, I opened the wrong one. We're fingers crossed, everyone in chat, please. Fingers crossed. Hope that RB doesn't crash. But he'll be here soon, and we're here for what episode is this?
You asked that earlier, and then you answered yourself. I didn't hear. I didn't.
Episode 3.
It's season 2. Yeah, I was going to say season 2. It's going to be low.
Episode 3. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ace. Hi, Ace. How you doing?
Hashtag Bully Osho.
Bully Osho, yes. But hello, welcome to episode 3 of season 2 of the Skyheart, the episode where I guess a transphobe dies.
If we have our way, maybe.
If you have your way.
Well, no. We didn't say we were going to kill her. We said we were going to ruin her life.
Yes, ruin her life. Yes, that's.
Nim's going to seduce her husband.
Her life has been ruined.
Oh no, we can ruin it way better than just killing her. Come on.
There are fates worse than death.
Yeah,
like
Nim can.
Scrunch.
Scrunch. Oh no.
Well,
so Nim can seduce her husband for starters.
I
we'll
will
steal her
recap.
dogs and they can come live with us.
I will do the recap. I will do a recap, and we can work from
and then
there.
We can ruin her life.
Yeah, and
yeah,
then we can ruin
her
life. But just before that, I'm here joined by my beautiful friends, 4 amazing people, 2 of which are not currently present.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. But 2 of which are. Hi, Scott, playing the wonderful Verdite.
Hello, it's me, Verdite.
Yes. The green...
Cleric.
The green...
Healer.
Cleric. Healer, yes. You worship so many gods. One of them is bound to hear you.
Statistically, right?
Statistically, yeah. Statistically speaking. Then we have Savian playing Chelsea. Hi, Sev.
Massive, you have once again forgotten to advertise the stream in your own server.
Thank you for being my reminder for such things, Sev. That's why I have you around.
I mostly notice because that's how I open the link to your stream when you go live.
Oh. Are you saying you're not following me? How?
No, I'm following you. It's just I normally don't have Twitch open all the time, so it's easy for me to get to Twitch on your stream.
Dare you? I feel insulted. No, I'm kidding. We also have the wonderful Osho, who is currently in the loo.
Dead?
Oh, well, I mean,
possibly
dead. We don't know. She might be. She's currently in the loo, but she does still exist.
True.
In foot form. She is a foot fetish now.
Unfortunately,
she doesn't have a foot fetish. She is a foot fetish.
I was gonna say, don't correct him.
Yeah,
you said it right. You said it right.
I said it right. And finally,
definition 2: an inanimate object worshipped for its supposed magical powers or because it's considered to be inhabited by a spirit.
I swear to God, Sev. I swear to God, Sev.
So yeah, basically what Massive said.
Yeah, basically. And finally. Osho's playing Nim. And finally, we have Raining Blades playing Kathis. Hi, guys. There you go. That's
whoa.
It's like he's here.
I didn't hear
everyone, this is me, Raining Blades.
I didn't hear you join the call, Kathis. Hi.
Oh my god.
My voice sounds like this now because my throat has not been sated by alcohol.
Get to the chopper. Listen, the only impression I know how to do of Arnold Schwarzenegger is the that's what he sounds like, right? That's
I'll be back.
I'll be back. I can't do it.
I guess RB's gone now.
Yeah, let's go.
Oh yes, because he'll be back. Yes. Hi, everyone. Get to the Tarask. Carbon. Get to the Tarask. The Tarask. I should actually introduce a Tarask into the campaign.
Sure, maybe not. You know?
Maybe not, yeah. But yes, so in the last episode of the Skyheart, the Windcaller is going to have a new first mate.
Yeah.
Cathus was chosen. What? Wait. Before, stop the presses. I have very important news.
Very important.
Yes.
No!
I just got a villain point.
Boo!
Thank you, Carbon.
I should quick go away and come back. It might undo it.
Nope.
No.
Nope. That was my very important news. Anyway,
Ugh.
in the
Front
previous
page.
sessions, the
Yes.
Windcaller is bound to have a new first mate. Cathus was chosen, and as his, well, basically, let's call it a test to see if he is up for the job, the task. That if he's up for it, he has to find a new engineer while still being sober the whole time.
Oh no!
That's literally the hardest part of it.
Ugh.
The party
Cactus.
was they received 3 options for engineers. All of them they have to convince or find and recruit them in some way. So they went with option 1, the genius lizard folk engineer, which they learned was a bit of an asshole, not gonna lie. I'm pretty sure everyone loves him in the group, and nobody has a bad thing to say about him at all. But there was a catch. This engineer has been defamed. He has been his projects have been sabotaged, and his name has fallen below the dirt. He has 3 individuals that he believes might have been the ones involved in sabotaging his project that caused his exile from the Everfall Academy. A professor, the master engineer, and a fellow engineer. He believes that they were the ones that did it, and if the party is able to clear his name, he will join them on their ship as their great engineer. So the party went like, yeah, sure, let's go with that. They went to Everfall Academy, where they were, let's just say they encountered a wonderful individual by the name of Vanessa Voss. Yes, I heard the groan. The more Ami saying, the more asshole they are, the more expertise they have. I guess that's the way of putting it. But yes, so they encountered Vanessa Voss, a high elf noble woman who knew Nim in another life, so to speak. They also learned that Vanessa Voss is currently married to Ildren Voss, one of the professors who is accused, or at least the engineer believes that he was one of the people involved in sabotaging his plans. Vanessa invited invited Nim and her flunkies, or servants, or whatever they might be, to her home so they can have tea, because she wanted to talk.
She invited the 10 and the 5s.
Wow.
5s joined in.
The 5s
Wow.
all together.
Wow.
Wow, that wasn't me. That was massive.
Yeah.
No. Anyway, they went for tea. Nim was Nim was the only one who had tea. The others had pie in the kitchen, which was pretty baller actually. While Nim had some tea and chocolate and some chocolate cake, while Nim met Ildren Voth, who she hates with a passion.
What do you mean?
Citation needed.
Citation.
He's the goodest bean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, two things that we learned during that conversation: Ildren Voss is a bug nerd and he loves bugs and he's a good bean, and Vanessa Voss is a bitch. I'm trying to find more apt terms. Racist and a transphobe, and she kicks dogs, which they found out on the way out.
She just kind of got the bingo card on just dreadful human being,
Yeah,
really.
yeah. Well, awful high elf being. Okay. Come on now. That was funny.
Well,
I'm hilarious.
There are no humans in this setting, by the way, champ.
There are no humans. There are no humans.
Hmm.
But if there were, Vanessa would still be the worst of them. But yes, so, well, this is not, to be fair, this is not something that Nim was not used to back in her homeland. The problem is they're not back at their homeland. So, the party also found out something because Verdite was made invisible by Chelsea. And he went snooping around. He encountered Ildren Voss's office. And between Nim's conversation and Verdite's digging, they found out that Ildren Voss was indeed trying to step and stop the project, but not sabotaging it. Ildren Voss was trying to stop the project because apparently the Aetherlance, which basically a giant magical weapon made for destroying ships, also kind of destroyed the environment whenever it was fired, and killed a lot of bugs. And Ildren was not happy with that because that ruins the environment. So they learned that information, and after parting from Ildren Voss and Vanessa Voss, the party went outside, and I believe the words when you exited the mansion were, "We're gonna ruin this bitch."
That was, yes, exactly what
I'm
I said.
paraphrasing, or exactly what I, yes. So, we return as the whole party is now outside of the Voss mansion, gathered around after learning that Ildren Voss is a bug nerd, and he did not. Oh, by the way, and there is a restraining order placed by the engineer, whose name is escaping me right now for some reason. Wait, where's Varish? Yes.
Varish.
So there's a restraining order within the academy that Ildren Voss is not allowed to be within proximity of Varish because of their altercation, and Varish attempt to exile him because apparently Ildren Voss says that he just corrected Varish, and Varish was not pleased with the idea of closing the project because of some bugs. So you learn that. You learn that Vanessa's a bitch. You learn that Vanessa kicks dogs, and Nim believes that Vanessa is manipulating Ildren into marrying her, and she does not love him. I believe that was an assumption that was made. But yes, you're all outside.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to unmute. Yes.
Yes. Also, real quick, this is this is the art I got of the party beating up and bullying my boss. Enjoy it.
Yeah.
I have to show it. because it's
It's
beautiful.
very good art.
It's very good art. It's the party.
That was
Just
the boss of the last season.
yep, season 1 boss, and they bullied
We
him.
we held him. We held him in place for the entire fight, and then I stole his weapon and decapitated him with it.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That was a true JoJo moment. Anyway,
Decisive victory.
decisive victory. Anyway, so all 4 of you are outside the Voss Manor. I'm just going to say on the other side of the street, so you can talk openly. What do you wish to do, say, discuss? The floor is open to you.
Okay.
Okay, so I learned a lot in that. It sucked. The main thing I learned is that oh my god, I hate Van Hesse even more than I did before. I want to ruin her life. I'm
Well,
pretty
she kicked
sure
dogs, so
she
that's good
does
enough
kick
reason
dogs.
for me.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that she like tricked Ildren into like marrying her, or something. So, yeah, she sucks. I hate her. And it seems like Ildren doesn't like Varish very much. That's about all I found. What about all of you?
Well, I snuck into his study and found several books. Well, found his logs. Varish has a restraining order against the professor.
Oh, right, yeah, that's so. Like, I found out. So, like, Odin really loves bugs. Okay, and like, apparently, like the Etherlands or whatever it's called, like, is really bad for like bugs in the environment, and like Odin didn't like that and tried to stop him. So,
He had a lot of books about bugs in his office.
I kind of don't know if like it's actually a good idea to recruit Varish. It seems like he might be like hard to work with and dangerous. Like actually, like
Also, hi,
you know,
Arby.
Yeah, well, hi,
Okay.
RB.
Hi, everyone.
Hello, Cates.
RB, you're the new engineer, not Cathis. You're
Yep.
the new engineer. Get on the boat.
Yeah, we're giving
You've
up
been
on Varish. We're gonna hire you.
listen, like even
Bob?
if we could like, you know, even if Varish wasn't framed, which he totally could have been. Sorry, even if he was framed, which he totally couldn't have been. Like maybe like he did just make a mistake because he seems like really stuck up. Like, you know, and we did recruit him. Like, he kind of seems like he'd be a bit of an asshole and possibly quite dangerous, and would be very prone to like. A lot of people died on the Eastlands project, and like, you know, if anything like that happens, like on the ship, like. It doesn't seem like he really cares about other people's safety, which is kind of important because, you know, we need like, we need the like, the what's it called? The Aether core of the ship, whatever it's called, the Aether engine of the
Yes.
ship to like be functional and safe, so that it doesn't like explode and kill all of us. You know what I mean? Like.
True.
Well,
I
I
don't
would
know if
think
it's a good
that
idea to
if he-
recruit him.
I would
and
think you
also,
have
I
a
would have
sense
ruined
of-
Vanessa's life. So
I would think he would have a sense of self-preservation at least. I'm not sure he would be reckless and be willing to blow up a ship that he is currently on and working on,
that's
and
true, but
would kill himself.
I think that like it's not really worth it to continue pursuing him. Like, I think maybe looking for one of the others might be like a better choice. Personally,
We could look into the
like,
others, and if
he
they
just
don't,
seems like too much of like a red flag. You know what I mean? Like, do we really want someone like that on the ship? Like,
well, we
I
could look
mean,
into it.
I get what you're saying, Nim. But I will point out, if we decide that we don't want to recruit Varish and we don't need his help and we're going to go after someone else, then that's what needs to take priority as far as our mission, which means we should then be heading off this island and going and tracking down one of the others.
That's true. At least let me talk to Eldrin one more time. If we can just get an opportunity to tell him, what she's doing to his dogs, he's very influential within the academy. If we go on his good side, he could help us out.
How are we
You
going
know
to
what
get
I
another
mean?
audience with him, though?
He does seem like a bit of a shut-in, but I'm sure that he definitely must leave to go to the academy at some point. So we've just got to wait until he leaves to go to the academy and Van Hasser's around, I kind of get the impression that they don't spend a lot of time together. So, what's the time right now, by the way?
It's evening because you basically had your tea very close to dinner.
I propose that we stay the night. We wouldn't want to leave in the evening anyway, right? I propose that we stay the night. And in the morning, we'll catch children and then we'll leave.
I don't know. It does feel kind of mean to tell Varish that
We
we
don't
clear
have
his
to
name
tell
and
him.
then just leave.
Well, we don't have to tell. That was just a favor that we could do for him, but just not tell him.
I think we were hoping more evidence would have turned up.
Yeah, there's just really not a lot of evidence. He was even sabotage. It
I
totally could have just been his fault.
We have also failed to speak to any of the other people that were involved, and
That's true.
I mean, we just did talk around, and we didn't, just from some initial, asking around, we didn't find them, but it's not as if we've, we've only been at this for a day, and we talked to Ildren because it was very easily set up for us. Now, that being said,
I'm the only one who needs to talk to
think it's
Ildren,
gonna
so in the morning, you can look for the others if you want, but I really don't think that we should even waste any energy trying to recruit Varish. It seems like a bad idea to me. I think that we should just leave in the morning after we tell Ildren.
Chelsea, Verda, what do you guys think?
Well, who were the outstanding people we needed to talk to for this case, so to speak? There was another engineer who was exiled, right?
Yes. So there was Hiram. There was Master Engineer Hiram Klein. That basically he was the leader of the project, and basically the leader of not Master Engineer, sorry, High Engineer. So he's basically the highest level, even above what Varish was. And then there was Cedric Oros, an engineer that got exiled from the project. You do know that Cedric is apparently in a junkyard close to the docks, and you fail to get an audience with the High Engineer. He basically he wasn't seeing people.
Yeah, we just talked to the secretary or something like that, and they were just no appointments.
Yeah, basically. The High Engineer isn't seeing anyone currently.
Okay.
Well, at the least, I do agree with Nim that we're probably not getting anything else done productive tonight. So
yeah,
we should at least find a place to, either crash and resume pick things up in the morning.
Are you getting an inn or getting back to the ship?
Well, I imagine an inn might have nicer beds.
Oh yeah, you have hammocks on the ship.
Might be a nice break, Listen, we'll get our strength up, our motivation up, so that we're ready to, try some more in the morning. looking for someone else.
So, are you looking for a medium inn, like a decent inn, a really good one, or are you looking for like one of those top hotels?
It's like a decent one, I assume. Like,
Is the boat not here?
Nim will probably say like, "Oh, let's get a good one." But like, I assume that the others will probably shoot her down.
Hold up, let's see what the others have to say.
We shoot her down.
Okay.
No.
Yes, of course. Okay, decent inns then. All right, so
Yeah.
I'll go for a decent inn. So that's going to cost 5 silver for the night. I'll take it from you, Kathis.
Oh, I need to join the thing. I just realized.
You need to join the thing. So that's 5 silver from each of
I have
you.
taken it off my sheet.
There you go. Kathis, I removed it from you because you are a lazy bum.
Imagine not
That's
wanting to
right.
just remove
Lazy.
money from your own sheet. Unbelievable.
Imagine driving while playing D&D. Ugh,
Unbelievable.
unbelievable. Anyway, love you, RB.
All right, guys. Well, I guess I should get going then. I'll see you guys.
Shut up,
See you next
RB.
week.
Onions
I
and
love
driving
you.
and dragons.
Driving and dragons. Wow. Whoever came up with that is a genius.
I know, right?
Unless they were Oshio. Anyway.
Well,
So you go to sleep, you wake up in the morning, you get some breakfast,
Mm-hmm.
and RB, Kethis. It's been over 24 hours since you last had a drink. And while you're having breakfast, you see many people around you ordering booze. Is anyone at the table ordering booze?
No.
Nim is not.
no. Zephyr
Okay.
doesn't.
So you
really drink
see
anyway.
you see a lot of people around you just drinking booze in the morning. You're gonna have to roll a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah,
I guess you'll roll for me.
yeah, I'll roll it.
Do we have any? Just out of curiosity, do we have any hero points?
Nope, I have a villain point.
You can make it worse.
That's a natural 1.
Oh,
Oh my! Are we sure we don't have any hero points?
Chat, I'll give you 5 seconds to give a hero point, or else we'll keep the natural 1. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hero point!
God, oh, no, that was Scott. Shut up,
What?
Scott. Scott, congratulations. You just set the timer, the cooldown for 5 minutes, so nobody can give hero
Scott!
points.
No!
I see hero on the field, so hero is what it's been done.
Good
My
job,
hero
Scott. Good job, Scott. Anyway, I'm gonna give that back to you, by the way, because I know you want to give it to a certain dragon.
Listen. What I do with my channel points on your other streams is my business.
I'm not
okay?
questioning you. I'm not questioning you. Okay, I'm not questioning you.
If I,
Buddy. All right, so
Hydrate.
you all see as Kathis is looking and focusing on a dwarf in another table who's currently drinking, and Kathis, you can't take it anymore. You gotta stand up. You gotta stand up and go get that drink, because this has been the hardest 24 hours of your life, man. What do you do, Kathis?
This is gonna start to stand up and walk towards the dwarf, I guess.
Okay. You all see Kathis stand up and walk towards the dwarf.
get this, buddy.
Is
What
the
are you
dwarf
doing?
who ordered beer? I'm
we get-
just
do we-
gonna, just go.
We
Yeah,
can see
gather
very
some
clearly he's walking
information.
towards a dwarf with beer, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
How about we leave the tavern, Kathis?
Well, taverns are a great place to get information, to socialize, and
Yeah, we can make
I
some
don't think
friends
it-
at the docks. We can go make some friends at the docks, right?
Nim is gonna put
Maybe.
a hand on Kethy's shoulder, like firmly, like, let's go, Kethis.
Digging her fingernails into his
Mhm.
shoulder.
Cathis, they don't understand. You need this.
guys, you don't understand. I need this. I need it.
Are you pushing
I'm just
past
gonna-
Nim? Are slipping past
He's
Nim?
gonna try and break. He's gonna try and break free. At least if it's just Nim grabbing onto him.
I'm gonna push. I'm
Okay.
gonna push him from the legs.
Wait, is everyone tackling Cathis?
Yeah.
I'm helping.
Okay.
Nim is grabbing him,
So
and he's
here's
gonna stop him.
here's what's gonna happen, Cathis. No, not Nim. You have advantage on your athletics roll, and Cathis,
Let's go.
because you're a master grappler. I'm not gonna give you this advantage. So it's
even though there's three of them.
that's why
Yeah,
Nim
I'm-
has
I'm-
advantage.
Yeah. So I'm grabbing two.
So I'm gonna say
Oh,
Okay.
you roll acrobatics, Cathis. Nim, you roll athletics
Okay.
with advantage.
Oh, I just wrote that normally. Sorry.
You can roll another one. That's a 6.
Oh.
So, Nim rolled a 21, while Cathis rolled a 12.
Oh.
Cathis, you tried, buddy. You tried, but suddenly you have a kobold grabbing your leg, Nim grabbing you by the collar, and Chelsea, are you also helping?
yes.
So, and Chelsea wrapping her arms around your waist. You are not getting away from this. And they start dragging you out of the inn and away from the
On a
sweet...
scale of one,
Yeah.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a scene are we causing?
Oh, this is a solid. Well, you're at a tavern. This is a solid 7. This is a
Let's
solid
leave, Kethis. Can we get some water or so? Thank you.
7. Coming right up, and they give you a cup full of water.
Can Nim can Nim just pour water down Kethis's throat?
Listen,
If we make him full, then he can't drink.
listen. I'm gonna say with that 21, you all managed to pry his jaws open, his
Jesus.
alligator-like mouth open. Just
Yeah.
pour the
Am I
water.
getting waterboarded right now?
You are getting
rather,
waterboarded.
rather
Yes.
you not than me. Holy shit.
You
Guys,
are-
this is a war crime.
You are currently in the middle of the street, waterboarding your friend.
This is not waterboarding.
Yeah, it's not.
Waterboarding is a process of putting a
Mm.
cloth on somebody's face and pouring water over it so it is hard for you to breathe. We
We're
are
we're just making him drink water.
feeding
You
him water.
are
That is
pouring
completely
water
different.
on down Kessis' mouth while torturing him.
No, guys,
no.
waterboarding is the act
This
of
is
making you
not-
think you're drowning. We're actually drowning him.
All right. So, Cathis, once you're out of the tavern, you still want to drink, but it's because they're pouring water on your face and down your gullet. You're getting back to your senses, but you're starting to suffer from withdrawals because of that roll. So I'm going to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you get a point of exhaustion.
Oh no. Okay.
That is a 20. You rolled a 20, which means
Huh.
you don't get a point of exhaustion. You've been
Oh,
here
thank God.
before. There's been times when the ship didn't have any drinks for like 8 hours. So
Oh.
you can hold it. You can hold
Okay.
it.
Okay, I'm fine. Thank you. You get that.
You're so welcome, Kethis. We'll help you anytime.
Every
Nim was
step of the way,
definitely
buddy.
enjoying it.
I think everyone can tell that. Kethis, you are lucky none
Yeah,
of them
that's good.
know the produce water spell.
That's true. I mean, do I? Hang on. Let me get my cantrips real
No,
quick.
you don't.
I don't know.
Yay,
I
I mean,
can
I'm not sure
create
Kethis
water
even
with
knows that
elementalism,
thing,
but I
so-
can't create it.
Hmm. Okay.
All right. I guess Nim wants to go track down Ildren, and someone can go with her if they want, and otherwise we can talk to the other exiled engineer.
Yeah, well, they didn't seem to like me at the academy, so I think I'll pass on the on going back to school
think-
as much as
I
I'd
think
like
the only
to.
one that they liked at the academy was Nim.
Mm.
By
Unless-
the way, the other guy is not at the
Can't imagine
academy.
why.
No, but didn't Nim want to go talk to him before he got? She wanted to
Oh,
intercept
right.
the professor, right?
Yep.
I believe. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Well, I mean, I'll just go on my own.
that's an option if you want to go on your own.
Do you want to go on your own? Do you want to? I mean, I'll come with you if you want. It's just it didn't
I mean, I
seem to
wouldn't
help
decline
last
if you want to
time.
come with me.
Well, I would like to see maybe get a closer look at the school. I'll come with you. I'll come with you.
Okay.
All right. So I assume then Kethis and Chelsea are heading towards the docks to find Cedric.
All right.
All right.
Chelsea, you can't let him have a single drop, okay?
I know.
Good.
She has like.
Wondering if Chelsea has hold person prepared.
Mm,
I guess not prepared, but just
No.
yeah. Imagine Chelsea just makes every drink in the vicinity invisible.
I believe invisible can only be cast on
I
creatures.
know, Sev. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Chelsea will can't make herself invisible and then grab all the beer.
There you go.
So it goes.
True.
There you go.
I gotta hop off real quick. Be right back.
All right, so we're
Okay.
going with Nim and Verdite then.
Mhm.
So Nim and Verdite, are you heading towards the
Yeah.
academy directly or to the Voss Manor?
What's that? It's like early morning, right?
Yeah, yes, I would say it's around 7 a.m.
Probably like to the manor. To wait to see like if he leaves, basically.
Oh my God, we're waiting for him by the school gate.
Yes, we are.
Mm.
He's gonna.
No, actually,
God.
that's worse. You're waiting by his house.
It's not like we know where you live or anything, Baka. We just happen to be walking this way.
Uh-huh.
Well, yeah, that's what we're gonna go with when we run into him.
All right. So,
That's what Nim's going to go with
so you head towards
with
the.
like so like you know it's gonna be like oh my gosh we like coincidentally run into you in the area oh by the way we talked to your dogs last night like that's not weird by the way like I can do that I can prove it if you want me to and yeah your did you know that Vanessa like kicks them they told me they really like you though but like I just thought you ought to know like anyway yeah okay rehearsal is done okay good
Okay.
Rehearsal.
yeah, you were perfect about it just stand there and don't say anything awesome
Right. Got it.
Stand there and look pretty.
Yep, I can do that.
All right. So, first of all, you reach the Voss Manor, and as you get there, you see that the gates are closed. There's guards outside, and are you just out in the open, or are you keeping hidden? How are you waiting?
oh I mean like do I know which like I guess I would know which room Eldrin study is would I didn't go there
Yeah, I have
could
no
prob-
idea, but Verdite knows.
I mean, I know. I could let it. I'll fill her in. I'll tell her where it's.
It's
I'll
on the
tell her the
ground
layout
floor.
of the.
Yeah, it's on the ground
is it
floor.
one of the
It's at the very end of
Is
the
it-
corridor.
did it have like a window that we can like see into to see if he's
yes.
like you know that
Did it? Oh, I
Yes.
thought it was just bookshelves. Yeah.
all right
had
well
a couple of
let's
windows.
see if he's that if he's not, I mean, he might be elsewhere in the manor, but like, that's a good like. Can we like see into that window from anywhere?
There is a 15-foot tall wall around the perimeter of the house.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll just wait kind of discreetly by like the entrance. Not like super near, but like within. So that it's like within, you know, we can see it. Do you know what I mean?
That's fine. All right. So I want both of you to roll me a stealth just to see how natural
Okay.
and not stalkery you look.
Incredibly stealthy.
Nem didn't go back to the ship. She's still wearing regular clothes. So like
She still has a
obviously-
dress. Yeah.
Nim is very overdressed. But she doesn't care.
Yeah.
She'll just wear a hot dress.
Yeah, I love that she's sneaking around the city with a just a very, very flashy dress. And because it's a very flashy dress, both of you stand out like sore thumbs.
Oh no.
So as you're waiting on the other side of the street, trying to look casual, of course.
Whistling.
You all actually let me see your passive perceptions. 11 and 12. Yeah, so you would see something. You would see the front door, because you can see the front door from a certain angle through the gate, basically. You see the front door opening, someone saying something to one of the guards, and then the guard nodding, and then he leaves, leaving just one guard at the entrance. Some time passes, and you hear someone next to you approaching. And both of you look to the side and you see two City Watch members standing next to you, fully armed with their shields and spears, immediately going, "All right, do you have a reason why you're standing around in front of a mansion, watching it?"
We're not particularly watching it, but like it's just very impressive. You know what I mean? Like, are we gonna stare at the brick wall next to us? Like,
There's a house there. Nim, did you see that house?
yes, I did.
Wow. That's huge.
All right, no lollygagging. Go on,
Of course,
off
I'm
with ya.
sorry.
Of course, officers.
Right.
If I catch you around here again, we're booking you.
Of course.
And you just see he
Who's gonna-
lingers there, waiting for you to leave.
I'm just gonna tug on Nim's
We'll
dress. Nim, what's lollygagging mean?
Don't worry
I've
about it.
literally never heard that term before.
No, I haven't either, actually. But I assume it's nothing serious because they're just letting us go. So.
He's glaring
Understood.
at you, waiting for you to leave. I assume
Yeah,
you
we leave.
All right, you leave. Do you just leave the vicinity completely, or do you try to go elsewhere?
Which way would someone leaving the manor go to the academy?
Yeah, is there an obvious route?
There should be an obvious route because you know the direction of the academy, so
Okay.
there would be one.
Can we just go somewhere like early on that route?
Sure.
And we're like, yeah.
Okay, so there is a main street, basically
Okay.
a big, beautiful avenue that runs most of the city, and they would have to catch that, basically go through that area to get to the Everfall Academy. So, you do that. You wait. Roll me a perception, both of you, to see if you spot
Okay.
anything that indicates that it would be the Voss. Your rolls today are delicious.
What have I done to deserve this?
Okay. Nim,
Oh, Nim.
Well,
Nim and Verdite. You spend
We
like
have seen
2
nothing.
hours waiting
Wait, are my rolls not showing up?
Sorry?
Are my rolls? Wait.
Yeah, you rolled a
You see my
2.
roll? Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you rolled a 2. I think we're just assuming you didn't see anything.
So
Oh.
you're waiting like
Can't see my own
2
roll.
hours in that street.
Hmm.
You didn't see anyone going through there towards the academy that looked like any of the bosses. Not even Vanessa or
Okay,
Ildren.
can we just go to the academy then?
Sure. So after waiting and waiting and waiting, you head towards the academy. You go through the campus. You see a lot of students going to and fro as before. A lot of students in their black and purple robes. And as you get to the front desk, you see the secretary from before giving you a big smile. Go, welcome to the Aberfall Academy. What can I do for you?
Well, I spoke with Ildren yesterday, and I was just
Professor
wondering if he was in
Voss.
again. Yes. I was just wondering if he was in again today.
Oh,
I
yes,
just wanted
he is
to go over a
currently.
couple of things that we spoke about.
Yes, he's currently giving a lecture.
Oh, wonderful. Is that like an open lecture or like...
Oh no, it's on the 3rd floor. That's restricted.
Right, understood. Do you know when the lecture will be over?
Well, he should have a break for lunch. Should I give him a message?
If you don't mind, you just say that that Nim just wanted to see him one more time before she leaves.
Oh, very well.
That's me, by the way. I'm Nim.
Nim, last name? Or just Nim?
Just Nim.
Very well. I shall pass on this message as you see her writing it down. And then she
Thank you
just
so much.
then she just stands there smiling at you.
Thank you. Nim will awkwardly leave.
Okay. Do you leave the building or do you wait in the foyer? There's actually a couple of couches if you want to wait.
How
there.
long until lunchtime?
Well, it was around 7,
all right.
8, so around 2 to 3 hours.
All right. Well, we've got a bit of time to spare. If you wanted to like do anything,
I suppose we
But
could just sit and have a chat.
Well,
pass the time.
I mean, we could. I mean, we could ask about like one of the other people. I mean, I still don't think that we should recruit, but like recruit
Varish.
Varish, but like, you know, we could ask, like, you know,
See if we can find any more information about the exiled mechanic. I know that's where the
Yeah.
others have gone, but maybe
oh,
we
that's
can
a
get
good
a bit
idea.
of
Yeah.
information as well,
Okay.
perhaps.
So while you're there, I want Nim and Verdi to roll another perception roll.
Okay.
Good job, Verdi.
Hi,
No.
Kiki.
It's not really a good job.
Hey, it's a 10. It's better than a 2.
True.
Holy shit, that's a 20.
I'm gonna take your word for it because I literally can't see my own rolls for some reason.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
maybe refresh the page.
Good idea.
Yeah. So you got a 20, Nim.
Woohoo!
Yeah. So while Verdite is distracted, Nim, you hear something as you're about to leave. You hear the secretary speaking to herself. You see that she is currently touching her neck, and you hear her go, "Yes, high educator Vanessa. Yes, they are asking to speak to your husband. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. I'm sorry. Yes, of course." And then she pauses, and she just sits there smiling like nothing happened.
Damn it.
We might be made, Nim. We might be made.
And Hessa's trying to She's intercepted our message. We need some other way of talking to him. You don't have like a way of like magically like, you know, doing that kind of thing? Maybe?
Magic messages.
Yeah.
Let me have a look. Just going to summon my tome into my hands and just kind of
Big
sift
book.
through it. It's a very big book.
The very big book.
I didn't know clerics could just summon tomes to their hands like that.
It's a holy scripture, Kethis. I didn't ask you. You're not here. You're at the docks. You can't see this. Yeah, hex mending. No, I don't have
How-
anything for that.
Kethis, how dare you question the man of the cloth?
I think Chelsea. Maybe I shouldn't have come because I can't cast invisibility and I can't cast messages.
on.
Maybe we should have
I
traded
have an
me out.
idea.
Okay,
I have an idea. Let's leave.
just straight up leave.
Yeah.
Okay,
And we're gonna go back towards their mansion.
okay.
And what we're
Okay.
gonna do is there's the walls around the mansion.
15 foot, I
It's
believe.
15 foot tall.
Indubitably.
Okay, we can't get too close because otherwise, like, from when we were watching before, are there any like possible blind spots that we could like take advantage of?
There's
Maybe in like their rotation of the guards.
Oh, for the guards, the only guards you saw were the two standing stationary at the front door
Okay.
and the gate. You don't know if there's other guards.
Okay. Okay, so
How about this? While you think about it, let's
Yeah.
switch over to the other
Oh,
two.
sounds good.
Just while you're plotting. Kethis and Chelsea, you go to the
Yes.
docks. Chelsea, you do notice that Kethis is particularly twitchy. Especially when you walk past anything that vaguely resembles a bottle.
Alright.
But all you have to do is keep an eye on him. Because he seems to be wanting to remain sober so far. Right, Kathis?
That was a moment of weakness. First thing in the morning, you know, that's when it's always hardest to avoid drinking is when you first wake up.
Mm.
You can do it, Kethis. I know you can.
All right.
I appreciate that you have confidence that is unfounded in me.
Confidence. Yeah, that's what it is.
All right. So, as you're having that conversation, you reach the docks and you reach the old junkyard next to the docks. I mean, it's a junkyard. You don't see anyone in the junkyard, at least from the entrance. At least it's not blocked. You can enter the junkyard if you want.
Let's check out the junkyard.
All right.
Yeah, let's head on in.
By the way, Scott, your clickety-clacky is quite impressive, but not right now, please.
Sorry?
No problem.
we can hear your keyboard as well.
Oh, sorry.
That was sorry. I was trying to make a joke. Sorry. You enter the junkyard, and I want you both to roll perception rolls to see if you spot anything in particular. And yes, I am rolling for you, Kathis. Don't worry.
Is the anything particular alcohol related?
For you, maybe. Okay, very nice. That's an 18 and a 20. Both of you, as you're walking through the junkyard, you start to notice some sculptures, some like metal sculptures. All of them seem to be floating. And you start to realize all of them have these tiny, tiny air crystals that are embedded into the center of the statues, keeping them afloat, keeping this art afloat.
Interesting.
Indeed. And then, as you
What are,
go,
what are, what are they of? What are the statues of?
they are abstract art. You can't really tell what they might be representing, but they are certainly intentionally arranged. Roll me, Chelsea. You're trying to figure it out. Roll me an intelligence.
Oh boy.
That thing you're really good at.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, this is
It's a
abstract.
thing.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's a bunch of metal. It's a bunch of
What a
floating
nice
metal.
thing.
Mm-hmm. Indeed. So,
Maybe they're like garden gnomes, to scare off crows or something.
That's what scarecrows are for, not garden gnomes.
I thought you said
That's what
scare off
garden gnomes
girls. I was like,
if you have garden gnomes in your
You're
lawn,
not there for night. You're over at the academy right now.
listen. I will say, if you have garden gnomes in your front lawn, you will scare off the girls. No self-respecting woman will approach your house. Anyway,
oof, savage.
I do
I
not
don't
take that back.
agree. Some people might think garden gnomes are cute.
Anyway.
I'm not one of those people, but
Yeah.
I'm not one of those
Alright,
Yeah,
girls.
focus
yeah,
before
because-
I go
sure.
off onto a tangent about garden gnomes.
Anyway.
Nim wouldn't like garden gnomes because gnomes are short, so that tracks.
It's not true, Devil.
Garden gnomes aren't short?
Anyway,
No,
let's refocus, everyone. Let's refocus. You also notice a dwarf off in the distance. He seems to be currently in the process of building one such sculpture. He has long blonde hair that seems to be balding at the top and no beard, as he is currently putting a couple of pieces together and welding them
Dwarf
with just his
no
finger.
beard?
Yes, a dwarf with
Okay,
no
I think that's a
beard.
pretty good looking crystal. I just gotta do it for the. Oh, sorry, I just realized that I'm unmuted on me. So I'm talking about my art. So the.
I thought you were
You're
saying
fine,
fine.
there are.
I'm mute.
yeah. But yeah, so you see this dwarf. He's currently working on an art piece.
I guess let's walk up and approach him.
You totally do
Well,
that. He does not
This
seem
is
to
no
notice you.
element of your side quest. I will help, but this is your
Yeah.
job.
Hey, how's it going, man?
This
Get
dwarf,
this is from a safe distance.
yeah, this dwarf slowly turns around. He's sitting on a stool. He doesn't even get up. He slowly turns around, and you see he has a flask hanging from his neck. He looks over at you, looks mostly at Cathis, and then slowly shifts his gaze to Chelsea and snorts, and he just goes, "For the last time, the sculptures are not for sale."
They're really nice, but we weren't looking to buy.
If you're
You're
here,
here. Are you
you're here for
what's the guy's
junk?
name again that we're looking for?
Oh, yes, his name. He is Sarek. Sorry,
Are you-
Sidrak Oros.
Are you Cedric?
Hey, that's me.
We were looking to see if there's anything you could tell us about the Aether project.
You see, he immediately scowls at you, and then reaches for his, for the flask around his neck, opens it up, and takes a big swill of it. Kethis, I'm gonna have you roll another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wisdom saving throw. Let's see. That's a 12. That's a 12. All right. You're barely holding on, Kethis. But you are holding on, but just barely. He lowers the flask and goes, "Are you with the Academy? I already told you everything I know. I wasn't even hired anymore for the accident."
Actually, no, we aren't with the Academy. We've been trying to do our own investigation. Actually, we find them kind of difficult to work with. That's why we thought we'd maybe try and track you down.
What do you want?
We mostly just wanted to have an idea of what exactly happened. It seems that there's, this big accident happened and two different engineers are exiled, but we don't even know if they were rightfully exiled. I mean,
I can
for
tell you.
one, we're just trying to.
I can fucking tell you I wasn't rightfully exiled. From what I know, I wasn't there, but from what I know, they messed up. They did the calculations wrong. The Etherlands exploded and killed a bunch of people. And Varish fucked it up. So, he was exiled. That's the short and long of it.
And how did you get roped into getting kicked out as well?
I was kicked out before because of Barish. He's a right prick.
He was able to get you exiled from the Academy?
You don't know Varish very well, do ya?
No, not really. We've been just, like I said, we're kind of new. You're trying to get everyone's side from the story.
That prick Varish had the high engineer Hiram Klein wrapped around his finger. He was practically running the project. He was just a mid-level engineer like myself. But he had all the power apparently, because Hiram Klein is a fucking coward. He did everything Varish wanted. And when I told Varish that he missed a little calculation early on in the project, Varish didn't like that. Rather than admit his mistake, Varish had me exiled.
That sucks, man.
Ah,
Sorry that happened.
I'm still pissed at Varish, but at least now I get to do my art.
They said they're not for sale. Was you just making them because you like them, or there's another purpose, or?
I am expressing myself. This is how I express myself, You can't sell art. At least not my art. These are my emotions. These are the way I see the world. I can't really sell this. Wouldn't feel right.
Yeah, I can get that. So, what's the So the high engineer was just Marsharp's finger, and at the academy he's not even talking or seeing anyone. Why didn't he get any fallback from the whole project going, kablooey?
Bro, because everything was pinned on Varish. Like I told you, Hiram Klein is a fucking coward. He'll do everything to avoid confrontation. But when a coward is pushed into a corner, that's when they get dangerous, eh?
Yeah.
Mm.
One more question, and then I'll let you get back to it. Do you know if any of the either of the Vosses were involved in the project in any way? Mildred or Vanessa?
Well, Vanessa's a bitch, but she's not interested in the project as far as I know. Ildren.
Yeah, she is a bitch.
Yeah, aye. Ildren. Professor Ildren was a good lad, as far as I know. From what I heard, he has some grievances with the project, but you gotta make sacrifices for the advancement of technology, He wasn't ready for that, so that's why he tried to stop the project.
Yeah, I mean, I heard that Vanessa thought that Ildren should have been the one in charge, but I guess if that was the case, the project would have been shut down a long time ago.
Vanessa thinks a lot of things. As long as her husband and in turn herself get some status, well, that's all that matters, isn't it?
You know that she kicks his pet dogs?
That does not surprise me.
Terrible woman.
Terrible woman.
I would agree on. Well, hey, I appreciate your time and chat. I know it must be not the greatest thing to talk about.
Nah,
Yep.
it's fine. He takes another swig of his drink.
With that, because it's kind of like starts to turn away, be like, all right, well, we'll leave you to it. Thanks again.
All right.
Thanks again, and good luck on continuing to express yourself. They're really cool sculptures.
Thank you. He just goes back to his work. So
Does he motion for us to get out of the junkyard?
and you leave the junkyard.
Yeah.
Okay. So Varish does not seem like a great guy. Don't know if I want him to be our engineer.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning with you on that. I mean,
Even if he didn't do it, there's still possibility, especially with what he just said there, that it was an accident and it was his fault.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not even. Heck, even if it was innocent and it doesn't, just the idea that he would go to such lengths for just being questioned. I mean,
Yeah.
there's difficult to work with, and then there's can't be reasoned with, and we really need someone that we can
I don't think
actually
he'd be a
trust
good
to be
match
on
for
our
the crew.
side. Yeah, I agree. Well, maybe we can. Well, heck, I don't know where. I know him, and then we're trying to meet up with Ildren. I guess we didn't really make a rendezvous point. Maybe let's head back to the academy and.
Let's head towards the
we
academy.
can
We'll
stop
either
them.
meet them there or bump into them on the way.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say, because it actually lines up very well, as you're heading down the avenue towards the academy, you see Nim and Verdite heading towards the mansion.
You guys got a late start.
No, Vanessa was stopping us from contacting Ildren, but I've got a plan. In order to get in contact with him. Or like what we're gonna do. I just need some paper. I'll write a letter. Okay? And I'm gonna get his dogs to give it to him.
Well, that wouldn't be the weirdest thing we've done on our travels so far.
I
Yeah.
think it'll work.
That's pretty smart, then. I think that would, if we can get to his dogs, then yeah.
Yeah. I can get to his dogs for probably long enough. And we know that Van Hassa isn't at the well, she could be actually. I don't know where she is.
I mean, they both work at the academy. Are they not there right now?
I'd assume so, but we didn't see them on the way there, so I'm assuming she's probably
It's
there.
possible you just missed them.
Okay, well, actually, no, I know a really good way that because like Chelsea can turn people invisible, right?
Very limited amount of times per day and with certain conditions, correct?
Well, if you turn me invisible, then they wouldn't be able to see me anyway. So, you know.
Yes. That's what invisibility is.
Okay, what we need to do, we need to go buy some
Terms
meat
and
for the
conditions
dogs.
may apply.
We need to go buy some meat for the dogs, because like otherwise, I won't be able to like, I might not be able to convince them. And we need to write the letter. Does anyone have any like paper on them and like a pen?
If,
This dress doesn't have a lot of pockets, so.
How are you gonna? The question is it the thing about Chelsea turning you invisible means that you wouldn't be able to like try and talk to the dogs or cast a spell or anything like that, or is that?
Well, I don't know. How
this
does your
fancy
invisibility
works.
work? Like,
I've got some paper, some stuff to write with.
how does your invisibility work? I'm not like.
Um,
I don't like super know.
you can't like cast magic or attack anybody while you're invisible.
Okay, well, I can cast a thing to like talk to them in advance, like
Yeah, that'd work.
and like
This magic stuff's confusing.
Yeah,
Kethis starts
well,
absolutely mindedly patting for where his flask would be to take a swig. Doesn't find it and just sighs.
I was going to like I can do a thing to like jump on top of the wall, but like I guess I won't be able to do that. Maybe you can help me up the wall. Like,
Kethis is
without
tall
my
and like
And then I
Just
can
look
just
at
like
you.
jump out.
I just look at you like, don't look at me.
That'd be a Kethis job, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's
Yeah, I
do
can
me.
definitely
Let's
try
write the
and
letter.
help you up.
All right. I'll pull
Is
out
that like
some
Is that
paper
like
and ink.
is that like a butcher's or something? That I can
Yes,
get
if
some
you want to
meat
go
for the
there,
dogs?
along the way you'd find a butcher.
Alright, perfect.
How much meat are you looking to buy for two
How many
Pomeranians?
dogs are there?
There's two Pomeranians.
There are 2 dogs and they are small.
I mean, like, I don't know, like, I don't know a lot about meat, so I don't know how to describe like how much.
No,
Like
how-
enough for it's like, damn, like that's like a nice amount of meat.
so
like,
a
that'll
feast for
it'll be
two
a really good.
Pomeranians.
It'll be a really good treat. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna say that would cost you about 3 silver.
Okay.
Nim just hefts a whole cow onto her shoulder. This is enough, right?
The local butcher shop.
This is a good.
recently, I
This is a
think,
good.
something about-
This is a good treat.
It's one dinner. How much could it cost?
Oh no.
I love the rich girl jokes for Nim.
Okay. So the letter that Nim's gonna write
Mhm.
is gonna be something along the lines of Dear Eldrin, thank you again yesterday for speaking with me and our talk. Oh, Dear Eldrin, this is Nim. Thank you again yesterday for.
I'm just imagining
speaking-
there's like, dear Ildren, thank you for, and then it's scratched out and just this is Nim, and then it continues.
Yeah. thank you, yesterday, for speaking with me and standing up for me. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. I just thought that you might want to know. I can talk with animals, and well, I was just curious and spoke with your dogs after just as we were leaving yesterday, and they told me something very shocking. That apparently Van Hesse has been kicking them. I know that's a very hard thing to swallow, but if you need proof, then, well, your dogs just handed you this letter because I told them to. So, I just thought that this is something that you should know. I just wanted to look out for you. Nim.
All right.
I like to also imagine that the letter includes all of the alms.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that. All right. So you
Nim's
write-
Hadarani is very pretty, by the way.
I would assume so. Yes.
Nim
So
writes from the heart.
she writes from the heart. Does she also
Okay.
like put hearts on her eyes?
Yeah.
Of course she does. It's
course.
unmistakably
Okay.
Nim's.
So Nim's gonna grab the letter in one hand, the meat in the other. Well, actually, before doing that, she's gonna she will kind of she kind of touches her tongue, and it kind of like glows with this like little bit of green energy as she's going to cast Speak with Animals on herself.
Less 10 minutes.
And then she's gonna say, okay, turn me invisible and help me over the wall.
You're invisible.
All right. Help me over the wall.
Kathis, you cannot see her.
All right, I'm just gonna get here, and when I feel you climbing on top of me, I'm gonna start to kind of push and try and launch you up if needed.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Kathis is strong enough to lift up a not armored Nim without any issues.
Okay.
And he has high enough perception that he doesn't get accidentally too handsy.
Good.
Because she's
Which is
invisible.
impressive.
So as you are, I'm gonna assume you're on the side of the mansion, not where the front gate would be.
Yeah.
We're just doing this 5 feet away from the guards.
So you're lifted up, Nim, and as you reach over the wall, you look around and you see a guard moving about, but you're invisible, so the guard doesn't actually spot you from the distance. And he walks past, and then you see he looks around. He looks very sneaky as he's like trying to see if the coast is clear. And then you see him look at the dogs as they are running around, the two of them, and he starts walking towards the dogs while putting his hand inside his pocket and pulling something out that you can't really see.
Oh, I bet he's giving them treats.
After a moment, yes, he starts giving them treats.
Nim's gonna wait. It's I don't imagine this will take that long.
No, he just he just throws them on the floor and keeps walking.
Yeah. Okay. Once he's done that, Nim will I guess just sort of drop to the other side of the wall.
All right.
And whereabouts the dogs?
They're just playing in the yard.
Okay. Nim's gonna just sort of crawl towards them with the meat in hand, and it's just meat, so it probably she's hoping it will catch their attention with the smell, basically.
Roll a stealth with advantage because you're invisible, just to see how much noise you make.
Okay. That wasn't the highest roll.
That was not the highest roll. All right.
Wasn't the lowest either.
Was not the lowest either. But let's see real quick what their passive perception is. Ooh.
Oh no.
As you're moving around, you see the guard suddenly turns as you rustle some bushes. He goes, "Who's there?" You see he's a wood elf, and his ears kind of perk up, and you see him draw 2 scimitars as he's walking towards the bush. "Heard something. Come out." He's just looking at the bush, looking for you.
Can Nim can Nim
Actually, I will say before Nim does something, you do hear a quack behind you. It goes, "Fucking ducks!" And he turns around and starts leaving.
Okay, nice. Whew.
However,
Okay, Nim.
Nim notices something. The dogs are staring in her direction. It's almost like they can see her.
Can she wave the little?
Or smell.
Actually, she's actually gonna put the meat just like in front of the bush,
Okay, as you put the meat
so
in
it
front of
stops
the bush,
being invisible.
yeah, it stops being visible. They are not well-trained dogs. They immediately jump on the meat as fast as you can just snap your fingers.
While they're eating, Nim is gonna whisper to them, "I brought you this gift."
Good food, good meat, lots of meat. So good, so good, so good, so good. My meat.
In
Hey.
return for this meat, would you give your master this? And she is gonna put the letter down. Only give it to your master. Do not give it to your mom.
Only to daddy, yes.
Make sure that mom doesn't see it. Just keep it in a bush and bring it out when daddy gets here.
They look at you. Roll. I'm going to give you advantage on your animal handling check.
Okay. Thanks for the advantage, because, Oh, okay, that's good, 18.
18, all right. One of the Pomeranians completely ignores you. He's just eating, doesn't even say anything. The other one, like, looks at you, almost does like a little cute salute with his paw. And goes, "Give it to daddy." Yes. Not
Nim
mommy.
pets that one.
Oh,
Good boy.
yes,
Or
yes.
girl.
Girl.
Good girl.
The other one looks, snarls a bit. Yeah. Show
Nim
off.
gives that one pets too.
Yes.
Enjoy the meat. I've got to go now. And then Nim is gonna wait until there's no guards looking wherever her direction is.
Mhm.
And then aimed at the top of the wall, she is going to cast Misty Step.
Ooh, all right.
It did not let me cast that. I don't know why. I
I don't know why, but don't worry. You cast Misty Step. Oh, there
we go. I cast Misty Step and teleport to the top of the wall, which will make me no longer invisible, but Nim's going to immediately drop down to the other side of the wall.
Yep. So you will roll me a Dexter and acrobatics just to see if you land on your feet.
Okay.
But question. Are you wearing heels?
Oh, probably, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to give you disadvantage.
Okay.
If Kethis, I was gonna also say if Kethis sees like, if he notices with his like perception or whatever that she's coming over, he'll try and catch her if she's
It'll
nearby.
be quite sudden, but she will be aiming for the area that she went over.
That cancels the disadvantage. So roll an acrobatics.
Ooh, okay.
Kethis,
That's a 22.
you don't even notice as she lands on her feet
Whew.
and breaks one of the heels.
No. Did one of you have like? You don't have like spells that can repair stuff, do you? Also, hi, I did that.
Actually, I do.
You're back?
Oh, can you fix my hair?
Yes, come here.
Oh my gosh, thank
Crouch
you.
down. Crouch down. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Well, my shoes on the floor anyway, so.
I'm going to cast Mending.
Ooh.
Thank you.
You cast mending, and
I don't know.
the
It's
heal-
a shoe. Is it? It's a shoe. Is it bigger than a foot?
No, Shut up.
I don't think so.
That's funny. You're funny.
That was good. That was
Funny
good.
joke.
That was good.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
Funny joke.
So you repair the shoe, and Nim, you no longer have a broken heel.
Woohoo! Okay. So let's walk away so the guards don't come to us again. What did you find on your little expedition?
Well, we spoke with Cedric.
Mm-hmm.
As we're walking away, he seems to have been kicked out of the project by proxy because he pointed out a mistake Varish made long before the actual accident happened.
Well,
So, Chelsea and I pretty much figured that, based
yeah,
on
I
the
hate to say
story
I told you so, but maybe you don't recruit Varish.
No, I mean,
Listen,
again, not that I would
listen.
think otherwise, but yeah, we came to the same conclusion. So,
Cactus, listen. Recruiting the right person is a sign that you're doing a good job, okay?
Even if it takes a while and you can't drink until it's done, you need to do it right.
Well, that's just
at
unfortunate.
that,
isn't it?
Kethis looks to Chelsea and then just looks back. It's like, okay, but I mean, is he really that bad of a guy?
Yes.
Yeah, let's leave. Let's go back
All
to the
right.
ship. And then we'll
Okay,
grab
let's-
Kethis by the shoulder and drag him if she needs to.
I just
Let's
love.
go back to the ship.
I just love the idea of this tiny elf woman in a dress dragging this giant dragonborn.
I mean,
He's
Nim's
not being
pretty
dragged.
strong.
He's walking willingly. He's just like, it's just when we ever on the way back when we get by like close to taverns,
Actually,
like without even trying, Kethis starts to like slowly drift towards the door just naturally. It's not even consciously.
No,
It's
Cactus.
like
No.
magnets. It's magnets.
How did it work?
How do they work? But you manage to stop him, and you get back
Okay.
to the ship. And as you get back to the
Okay.
ship, Thalric, the current first mate, he looks at you like, "Oh, did you recruit the engineer?"
Well, turns out
No,
that Garish
because
is.
he's
I'll let you go.
yeah, so it seems like he's a smart guy, but he seems to be kind of a dick and very difficult to work with. And I don't think that none of us really thought he'd be a good fit with the crew and, be able to put everyone's interests in the best place. So, strike one.
All right. Well, if you say so, that just means a few more days without drinking.
Well, that's Kethis.
Just me, I know.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry. Been stayed on the wagon so far. No issues.
So, where to then? I have two other options.
Why don't we try and find the cat?
Well, that was the one that was like exploring, right? Like some ruins. Like that might like align with like, he might, that might be someone that like might want to like join up with us because like exploration, like adventure, like
True. True.
Yeah, and the other one, she would apparently be down to join us, but we'd have to track her down and help her out of some trouble with some gang or something like that. But
Right.
I mean, I'm down to go exploring some ruins and try and check down this Minotaur guy. He seemed another good option.
Okay. Time to try and track down a Minotaur then,
So, from what I know,
it sounds like.
the Minotaur is in Copper Island. That's 3 days away from here.
Mhm.
He just looks at Cathis for a moment.
And where was the tabaxi?
About 2 days, day and a half, 2 days.
Okay, but Kethis, consider that, like, it'll probably be quicker to just go into some ruins than it will be to try and, like, solve whatever, like, you know, the deal with the smugglers is.
Once the 48-hour mark passes, it'll be hell regardless. Alright. I'm gonna head to my room. Verdite, can you come, tie me up and tie me to the bed to the cot?
Yep, on my way.
All right.
Lewd.
Ooh. We need art of that now. Cathis and Verdite, you go down, and Thalric turns to Nim and Chelsea, and he goes, "Be honest, how's he holding up?"
To our knowledge, he hasn't
stop
had
him
any so
from-
far.
We had to stop him from trying to get some at breakfast this morning.
Breakfast. The hardest time to not drink, yeah. Understandable.
He's trying, but
he's-
it's hard.
He's definitely struggling. Like,
I see. Well, keep up the good work. Keep an eye on him. Make sure he doesn't fall off the deep end and gets the job done.
that's the plan.
It's my hope that once this is all done and I retire, Cathis might have kicked the habit at least a little bit more.
That would be good. I agree.
Yes, being an alcoholic isn't good. Anyway, we're setting sail. I see he turns around and starts giving orders. But yes, so you get on the ship without knowing if Ildren got the letter or not, and what it might entail. But you set out from Cloudwind, and you start heading off towards Copper Island, where the Minotaur engineer by the name of, I need to find it,
Oh, hang on.
it's somewhere around here.
The
The
notes.
Corin.
Corin, yes, thank you. I have so many NPCs noted down here. God damn it. On your way to find Corin, you go to Copper Island, and well, potentially a ruins of some ancient time, whatever it may be. But that's what we're gonna do next session, because I rather start the next session with you arriving on the island rather than leaving it halfway there. So we're having a little bit of a smaller session today because of that. Yeah, I think this is a better ending point than just in the middle of roaming the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, and next session you get to Copper Island, and also we'll be rolling for Cathis to, see if he can hold out for 3 days. That's gonna be some fun.
Like I said, it's after like 48 hours pass, it's just gonna suck regardless. So what's the difference between 3 days or 4 or whatever?
Yeah, well, we'll see.
Okay, Cathis, I've got a trick for you. This is a trick that a friend of mine used to quit smoking. Sit down and just start playing Super Mario Sunshine.
Yes.
That's it, Kethis. Get out your GameCube.
That sounds like an amazing plan.
Mhm.
But yeah, so thank you so much.
Sorry,
for
the only
joining
games I play are drinking games.
me.
No
Hey.
games on your phone.
Yeah, the ye olde fantasy phone.
my AF phone.
Your air. Oh my god, I should have come up
got-
with that.
It's got
You
hairstones
mean
in it.
AirPods?
That's
You guys get us their
fine.
AirPods?
No.
Yo no tengo pipita.
Oh my god. All right. Right. So, my friends, thank you so much for joining me.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go find someone to raid. While you, Oshio, go back to your your wonderful drawing.
Yeah.
Love you so much. Thank you for joining us. And Balchio supremacy still lives on in
No.
my heart.
No.
Yes, Balchio
No.
still lives
No.
on in my heart. She is still superior
No.
to whatever the hell that foot is.
I'm just wistfully remembering the era of being able to squish Oshio mid-game.
Ah, yes. Well, you don't need to squish Oshio mid-game. You can just squish Oshio on her channel.
No, you
Yeah.
don't have to do that.
You can do that right now for
Yeah.
free.
No.
Well, not for free.
Not for free, but I am doing
There we
that
go.
this dairy
Why would you do that to me?
because
It's funny.
because funny, haha.
Funny.
It's funny.
It's a little bit. It's a little
It's
bit funny.
not.
It's a little bit funny.
Love you,
It's
Oshio.
Little bit.
Whatever.
Uh-huh. Well, Yvonne.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. And then
She
there
gone.
were 2, 3?
3.
Yeah, still 3. I was half expecting RB to just go, bye, bitches, and disappear.
Yeah.
You might still do that.
He might still do that.
It's a nice, fun little wrap-up session. I
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
beginning to feel the fact that we might not recruit Varish
I mean,
the last session, so I was like,
did you really like Varish after you met Varish?
he was.
Really?
I definitely think that
I
as
like
a
him as a character.
he could have brought an interesting dynamic to the crew. I don't think he would have been the best pick after meeting him. I do feel a little bit bad about telling him we're going to clear his name and then ghosting him. But we looked into
Oh my
it
God,
and
you
like,
did ghost
Yeah,
him.
but he's a dick. So.
Oh my God,
But,
you did ghost him. I just
I-
realized.
we did look into it and like the best guess we could find was either it was his fault or it was a good thing it happened, except for the fact that some people died because it would have
Yep.
messed up the environment.
Yeah. Well,
So
now you get to go find another one and hopefully convince that one. We will see. But next time on Dragon
Ball Z.
Skyheart Z.
Dragon
yes.
Ball Z.
Thank you so much.
next time on Skyheart Z.
Bye everyone.
Goodbye.
Dun 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 dun.